Referee gives a single. Looks at his watch. We are underway here at Shark Park. Kickoff from Stewart. Taken safely by Cameron. Oh, big shot off the kickoff. Making their intentions clear, Endeavour. And it'll be Pats Blacktown that'll work it away from their own end. What a start. Papu would want to make amends. Juggle from Tupulua. He's eventually put down 20 metres out from his own try line. Big start from Endeavour. Trying to attack with their defence. But Patrician Brothers Blacktown looking to work themselves into the game 30 metres out. Arthur, now Brettel. Strong charge from Feliano. He's first of the afternoon. Last tackle, says the referee, 40 metres out from their own try line. Robertson. Taken safely on the wing, this time by Langer. And they're going to start the set 40 metres out from their own try line. Good field position here for Endeavour. But it's a knock on from Panatani. First error of the game. Good field position here for Pats Blacktown. But Panatani took a quick look up and surrendered possession. Noah Panatani is the younger brother of Tiana Panatani. Plays for the Parramatta Eels in the NRLW competition. I know Tiana will be giving him some pointers. Now an attacking set for Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Donevsky bouncing out of tackles. Eventually put on his back. And a two-man tackle. 15 metres for him. Arthur. Now Robertson. Tukaki. Driven into the turf. They're making good contact here, Endeavour. Now strong charge from Puru. Straight up the guts. 15 metres out centre field. Arthur has options left and right. Plays the open left. Tupulua out the back. Robertson, short pass. Back on the angle. Feliano. He's put down, but the referee's seeing some contact near the head. So another set of 6 here for Patrician Brothers Blacktown. And a golden opportunity to score. Strong charge by Papu. He's 5 minutes out. Towards the uprights, Arthur, face pass. Didn't work out. And it is Endeavour who come up with it. Harden Emery. He'll be asked to play it. Has escaped the first danger sign of Endeavour. Chevy Stewart. Played in the Cronulla Sharks Harold Matthews team this year. They made the grand final, but went down to West Magpies. Chevy got sent off in that game. 2 passes wide, looking to see if they can catch the defence short. Over halfway. Through Cyrus. Stanley Trail. Towards centre field, Perryman. Dummy and held smack bang on halfway, Endeavour. Play to the left, not the best pass. Out ball. Douglas bounces off one tackle. Trying to position his winger, Douglas. Dummies, eventually gets it away. But Bento couldn't keep it. It was a forward pass anyway. And we'll come back for a scrum. But Endeavour happy to chance their arm. Quite a young side, this Endeavour side. 6 players, 16 years old. A lot of them play above age outside of school. So they've got good experience, but really sticking it to the Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Early doors in this game. Still no score. From the scrum base. Varsilia. Arthur. Quick ball from Brettel. Trying to give Donevsky early ball, and that's why puts his winger away. Coming to the defence and eventually held 30 metres out. Donevsky looking like quite the prospect. 2 passes in field to Palua. Donevsky has already signed with the Dolphins, the new NRL franchise, so he'll be moving there in term 4. Backline move to Corsi. Nafasilia. Inside coming Machong. We asked to play 2 metres out, 5 metres in from the right-hand touchline. Robertson, now Arthur. Dropping Papu underneath. Just shy of the 10-metre line. In line with the right-hand uprights. Last play. Robertson first receiver. The halves combine. Cut-out ball at speed. But it was called forward. Otherwise, Zara was over untouched. But the referee wants it back. It'll be a play the ball for Endeavour. So both teams looking good in attack early. Endeavour to work it out at their own end. Some current NRL players who have come out of Endeavour, the likes of Damien Cook, Alex Johnston, Marty Tapau, Sean Lane, Jermaine Asako, the list goes on. Strong charge from Arful. He'll be put to ground 35 metres out. Both teams rolling through their sets quite well. Ball security's been good. It's a couple of forward passes inside the 40. Perryman tries to find the touchline. The wind takes it. Stays in the field of play. Zara running across field. Bouncing into tackles. Eventually put to ground by Fraser. Still no score. Patrician Ruffers Blacktown and Endeavour. Arthur out of acting half. Now looking to go towards the sideline to find space. Marchong. He'll be held 40 metres out from the opposition try line. Fasicilia. Arthur jumping over defenders. Strong charge from Puru. Put in his backside the first play of the game. But a good run that time. Robertson on last. Digs it between winger and fullback. How's the bounce? Taken safely. And on his way, Stewart throws a speculator. The referee says forward pass. Low percentage play from Stewart. Almost came off. But they've surrendered possession again. And now the field position battle going well the way of Patrician Brothers Blacktown. They haven't been able to convert it into points just yet. But given enough opportunities, they may well. 8 minutes gone in this game. It's been Pats Blacktown with the better of the possession. Can they turn that into points? When the scrum to Palua. Bouncing off one tackle to Palua, still going. Carrying Endeavour defenders within a metre of the try line. Arthur trying to use his size and brawn, and that'll be good enough for the first try of the game. Big man on little man. Eventually, the toll of possession favours Pats Blacktown, and they've got the first try of the game. 4 points to nil after 8 minutes of play. Just errors continuing to pile for Endeavour. And then eventually Matt Arthur, who's one of his big forwards, was able to crash their way there. Try for Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Confirm that try score a little later on. Opportunity here for Donevsky to convert the try. The wind Showing the goalpost, but should be a routine shot for the centre. Ball's fallen off the tee. That's just an indication of the strength of the wind. Take two for Danevsky. They lead 4 points to nil. Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Can they make it 6? Strikes it well. But fades away. So 4 points to nil. The score remains here at PointsBet Stadium, Shark Park, home of the Cronulla Sharks. Endeavour Sports High School, who are assuming the home role. Kick-off through Chevy Stewart. Taken by Robertson. Now strong charge off the kick-off, trying to establish the set. Arthur, now Tukaki, bouncing off tackles, wasn't held. Crawled the additional 3 metres. Faleono put down in a ball and all tackle. Set after point, they'll want to complete. Dummy through the hole. Faleono coming to the fullback. Kick forward, looking for his chasers. Zara's one of them, as is Danevsky, but knocked right behind by Stewart. The referee's seen a penalty. Pushing the back, as one of the Pats Blacktown's players wanted to chase. Stripping in on that edge. Patrician Brothers Blacktown have done it a few times. They've got the ace in Danevsky. It's been causing headaches. Just on 12 minutes here at Shark Park, 4 points to nil. A Patrician Brothers Blacktown try is what separates us. Now bustling run by Leha. Leha's uncle and dad played for the Endeavour Sports High School Rugby League team, so he's second generation. Nice early ball for Douglas. Bento trying to whiz past his man. Keeps it in. And they've taken it safely, Endeavour, so they still have possession. Arden Emery. Now Douglas going across field. Sporting the Ryan Pappenhausen mullet. There's a few out there. Perryman. Chip, but taken safely by Zara. Running across field. He's super quick. Bouncing off tackles. And wins the penalty. Just a glancing shot on the head. The referee didn't like, so it will be a penalty. That's Blacktown decide on the tap. Uru. Put down in the tackle. Strong charge from Faleono. Builds up a head of steam to take that next hit up. So almost to halfway. Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Peru again, his second carry of the sets. Looking to establish that platform. Arthur. He runs from dummy half. Brettel. Cut-out pass from Faleono. Zara has had it one-on-one, stolen. Noah Penatani's away. Turning defensive to attack. Stepping. Trying to get around, and they eventually round him up. To the Pats Blacktown players. Out of dummy half, Stewart the fullback. Spots a gap in the middle of the field. Breaking through, tackles Stewart. Put him down for a 40-metre effort. They have Pats Blacktown backpedaling. Here's a strong charge. He'll be hard to stop. He won't be stopped. And it's Cyrus Stanley Trail, the man with the try, built up a head of steam. Pats Blacktown were going backwards, and he crashes his way in. Scores locked up at 4 after 15 minutes. Good lead-up work, heads-up play, a couple of tackles earlier. The presence of mind for Noah Penatani to do the one-on-one steal and then run up the field. Chevy Stewart sent the defence backwards again, breaking through tackles and eventually winding up. The defence wasn't ready for it. And finding his way there, Stanley Trail. And he scores the try. That'll be a man who was instrumental in that last try, Chevy Stewart. Trying the extras. Was this game live and exclusive on the Daily Telegraph live stream. Make sure you subscribe. Tell family and friends, you know, their players may be in this game. Get them to subscribe. It's round 1, so plenty of great content to come here on this platform. A win yesterday to Patrician Brothers Fairfield. Knocked over routine from Chevy Stewart. And it is the home side who leads 6 points to 4. You're at PointsBet Stadium. Both these teams in Pool A, the seeded pool, which also includes Westfield Sports High School and Hills Sports High School out in Castle Hill. So these teams get automatic qualification to the quarterfinal. So both coaches are wanting their teams to get some cohesion, continuity, get some match fitness up. So when it comes to Schoolboy Championships in July and the quarterfinals in August, these teams are ready. Now bouncing over the head of Fraser. He's able to bring it in. Leha, strong charge from him to start the set in the right fashion. Fraser now are full. He pumps his legs, had the arm free, didn't use it. Now Stewart spotted something out of dummy half. Breaks through the markers, Stewart. Still going over halfway. Good enterprise early in this set from Endeavour. To the left. Arden Emery. Douglas gets away from his man. Loose carry, and he lost it. Knock on. Douglas looks quite dangerous. But there is that risk associated when you hold the ball out in front. And the defence toppled him. Of course, this competition is dedicated to Peter Mulholland, the NRL Schoolboy Cup Southern Conference, renamed the Peter Mulholland Cup. Cecilia off the scrum base, makes 10 metres, so gaining the balance already. It's proved a cracker. Brettel, early ball for Danevsky, trying to get past his man, but good tackle from Penatani. That's going to be a good contest all day. Dummy infield. Faleono. Balls come free. Knock on. So a few errors in the last couple of sets. Both teams trying to control that arm wrestle. Just under 20 minutes gone here at Shark Park. It's Endeavour with the lead, 6 points to 4. Most recent try scored by Cyrus Stanley Trail. He's a nephew of former NRL players Kyle and Chase Stanley. Their mum, his mum, is their sister. Strong charge from Arful. Doesn't shirk his work, pumping those legs. Look at that post-contact meters. 35 metres out. Steaming onto it, Leha. He's 15 metres out. Endeavour, can they go bang bang? To the left, Harnan Emery floats the ball over the top. And that one ballooned almost over into the change room. Bento couldn't get a hold of that one, and it'll be a scrum. So Pats Blacktown off the hook. Get a sense this one could go down to the wire. Nevsky. Patrician Brothers Blacktown produced many a great Panther in the last few years. There's a great article where 9 players in round 1 Penrith Panthers team this year gone to Patrician Brothers Blacktown, the likes of Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary, Isaac Tago, Taylor May, Spencer Leniu, all produced in this school, and a penalty. Quick tap from Arthur. They had their back turned. Now it'll be a routine draw and pass. It is Brettle to place it down underneath the black dots. Well, that's rule number 1 of schoolboy footy. Always got to have your eye on the ball. They turned around Endeavour and they paid for it. Miserly work there from Matt Arthur, and in support, Dylan Brettle, the recipients, and they go in front now. 8 points to 6. Patrician Brothers Blacktown over Endeavour Sports High. Well, they pulled their pants down. Always the opportunity to go quick. And the skipper did it. Teed up his halfback, and away they went. That wind wreaking havoc with those goalposts, swirling in the breeze, as are the trees behind. We're not too far from Cronulla Beach, so it was a little bit colder, closer to a beach. I know the players are warmed up now, but be doing it tough at ground level if you're in shorts and a tee. Now Danevsky, his easiest one for the afternoon. And he'll add 2 to the score. 10 points to 6. Here at PointsBet Stadium, Patrician Brothers Blacktown lead Endeavour Sports High School. 2 tries to 1. A seesawing game thus far. That last try was very opportunistic. Pats Blacktown were building. But the quick tap, the oldest in the book, does a job. Robertson sends back Judah Nullival. He's the son of Joe Nullival, premiership player with the Penrith Panthers in 2003. Marchong, how about that leg drive? Brian To'o, eat your heart out. Arthur. Now Latu. Got the bench props out there. Arthur again. Brettle. Faleono sliding off tackles. He was the first try scorer, Faleono. Thomas Apire. It's a big boy, but he's put down safely. Last tackle, says the referee. Robertson goes to the sky. Taken safely by Stewart. He's a good mover. Bouncing off tackles. It's Endeavour's turn to work it out of their own end. Haven't had many opportunities down in the attacking half, but for one of the ones they did, they were successful. Just need to try and turn that field position. Full. Been really good around the ruck. Advances his team over halfway. Fraser had Smythe on his shoulder, didn't use him. Attempted one-on-one steal, unsuccessful. Last tackle, says the referee. Harden Emery. Does a bounce. It'll trickle over the touchline. Endeavour just trying to pin Patrician Brothers Blacktown down their own end. Could be a play the ball because it was the last. Of course, these two teams played last year. 20 points to 16, an absolute cracker. Endeavour Sports High School winning that game. Junior Tapau, who's unavailable for Endeavour, did his ACL earlier this year. One of the key fixtures, of course, Junior Tapau, the brother of Marty Tapau. Good charge from Nullavow on the offload too. From second phase here. From Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Robertson finds Facilia on halfway. A dummy going underneath to Tuioi. It's the captain of the Penrith Panthers, Harold Matside. Last tackle. Chip over the top. How's the bounce? It's good for Robertson. But a knock on eventually when it came inside for Tuioi. Penalty to Endeavour. Referee got a hot tip from his touchy. So now double substitution about to be made. Skewed off the boot. Yeah, that wasn't the win. That was just not a good connection. Smythe onto the field. And back comes Leha. Strong charge from Douglas. Winston the tackle. Maybe he's back in that collision. Centre slow to get up. Stop play, but looks like he's going to continue and play it. It's been good, Douglas. Off the back of a break, Chevy Stewart, always dummy half back. Good sign, and he's sniffing around. Full. Always keen to get involved. Fraser in the red headgear. Plays for Smythe. Fraser. Perryman. Cut out ball to the winger. Chopped down in a good tackle. Sideline to sideline. Here comes Endeavour. Smythe wanted it inside. Going to be put down. Last tackle. Fraser. They go the short side. Perryman. Grab a kick off legs. Taken safely and in the possession of Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Donevsky. Tall, gangly thing. 10-6 the score. Pats Blacktown. Zara. Won't advance any further. The outside backs keen to do the work. Latu. Tuoi. Robertson. Tulkaki. Trying to bounce off tackles. Held on last play. What can he deliver here, Robertson? Kick torpedo. Awkward for Perryman, but takes it safely. Stewart, always snuffing around. Penatani. Caught in the gold rat tail. Not sure Tiana will be giving him fashion tips anytime soon. Across the field they come. Afu bouncing off the original tackle. Eventually over the top, Tukaki puts him down. Stewart. Arden Avery, now Smythe. Trundling towards the 10-metre line. Best chance for a while here, Endeavour. What can they do about it? Not much because they've knocked on. As he played the ball. Fraser couldn't reel it in. Out of dummy half. So that's where the play will end. Couple of minutes till half time. Can they put on one blow before the break? Each side, Marchong right across field. Plays under 20s for the St Mary's Saints. Of course, we know plenty of Penrith players, or current NRL players, graduated from that local club. Tuoi. Trying to advance to the 40. That is a siren in the background for half-time. Deciding to throw it around. Can they produce something special before the break? Offload after offload. But Toy will be pinned down. And that is half-time here at PointsBet Stadium. Patrician Brothers Blacktown running from right to left on your screen. They get us underway through their centre, Danevsky. Taken by Perryman, who slips over. So he'll concede for the first tackle of the second half. Fraser, now Smythe. Built low to the ground, but plenty of leg drive for him. Fraser, this time Penatani. Throwing off Brettle. Almost to the 40-metre line. Perryman, strong charge from Hikila. Some very worthy prospects this afternoon. Leha bouncing off tackles a prop and wins his team a penalty. Endeavour, they tried their own quick tap, but the referee rejected it. Opening minute of the second half. Pats Blacktown hasn't touched the ball yet. Hardman Emery taps. Here comes Afu. Full head of steam every time for the back rower. Fraser going in behind the ruck. Taken eventually in a one-on-one tackle. Stewart straight past the marker. Stewart offload. Hardman Emery, the 5'8", coming back towards the ruck. In line with the uprights. They play to the right. Perryman out the back. Stewart. Dummies, the fullback using his strength, trying to get to the line. Only an inch out, Chevy Stewart. Penatani backs himself, tries to burrow there. Cheers from the Endeavour boys. The refs like it too. And it is a try. What a start to the second half for Endeavour Sports High School. It's their captain, Penatani, who surged underneath the defenders and got himself a try. 10 points all here at PointsBet Stadium. Endeavour with a kick to go ahead. Wasn't the prettiest try they'll ever score, Endeavour, but they're all worth 4 points. Stewart. You feel like for the Endeavour fullback, every time he's around the ball, something's going to happen. Always keen to get in behind the ruck, Chevy Stewart. Had a great season for the Cronulla Sharks in the Harold Matthews Cup this year. Just beaten by a better fullback on grand final day. The Western Suburbs Magpie, Taj Calhoun, who's an absolute superstar in the making. The kick unsuccessful. The wind took it and blew it away. So scores are locked, 10 points all. This game continues to seesaw. John Paul Danevsky, as we mentioned earlier, going to be a Dolphin in 2023. Don't know how much first grade he'll get next year, if any. Very young still. It's making the move in term 4. But the Dolphins already picked up some great NRL talent. Got Jemsy Bromwich, Kenny Bromwich, Felice Kafusi, just to name a few. Reports that they've also landed Ryan Madison, but not quite official just yet. Perryman. She'll pass for Kahila. Great set after points. Now dummy Penatani in behind. Dummies trying to wrestle past the fullback Penatani. Within 5 of the line, Stewart, he knows what to do from here. And he's done just that. The fullback gets into dummy half. Takes the game by the scruff of the neck and crashes his way down there. Back-to-back tries. They go coast to coast. Endeavour Sports High, and they have the lead. 14 points to 10, straight after the break. Well, it looked like Patrician Rovers Blacktown had the better of the first half. But they've just been unleashed in this second half, Endeavour Sports High School. 2 tries in 2 minutes. That time, Chevy Stewart is the man. Noah Penatani scored the try before this one and was instrumental in this try. Now Stewart to try and convert his own try. Struck it well and sneaks inside the left-hand upright. So 2 more points to the score. 16 points to 10. We have a new leader. Endeavour Sports High School. Hold on, 10 points to start this second half. Fraser takes the kick off. Back comes Leha, bouncing off the first defender. Now finds Douglas. He tries to shrug away the defence, but on play 1, they're 55 metres out from their own try line. Stewart loves to run after a break, does the fullback. Full. They've got the momentum, Endeavour. Can they make it 3 in a row? Mr. Avery, now Smythe. Had the opportunity at the arm 3, couldn't do it. Fraser out of dummy half. Dummies, the hooker, tries to slice through the defence. Last tackle, 10 metres out. Can they go bang, bang, bang? Harden Emery, offload. Ball bounces free. Full, surging for the line. Referee wants some advice, but he said held up. So spoiling the party. He almost had 3 tries on the trot. But Pats Blacktown will escape. Patrician Brothers Blacktown want to turn it around. Latu put to ground. Through the hands they go. Danevsky at left centre. Bretzel. Faleono. Scorer of the first try of the game. Parramatta Eels, Harold Matz, rep. Latu with the offload. Trying to get in behind Judah Nalaval. Quick play the ball. Tuaoi will go. The dummy half ran into Afu. Last tackle, 20 metres out. Pats Blacktown, spin it to the right. Robertson. DeCourcy. Tukaki with the grub up, wasn't his best effort. And swallowed by Endeavour. The sun's just come out and it's starting to heat up. You're in the Shire. The crowd starting to get into the game. Smythe dummies. Standing in the tackle, trying to spin. One-on-one steal is successful. So Patrician Brothers Blacktown get it back. They trail by 6. Line ball. Peru put to ground. Good charge again. Making 10 metres each time. Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Peru out the back. Bretzel. Now Faleono. Driven into the turf by Penatani. Tuoi. Judah Nalaval. The fend. Trying to wriggle free. Last tackle. Can Pats Blacktown hit back? They go the open right. Grab a kick from Robertson. Is it going to sit up? It's too big. 20-metre restart. Robertson. North Sydney Bears, Harold Matthews Jr. Fraser's been good out of dummy half. Trying to win his side a penalty. Stewart's now into the hands of Rapata Clements. The starting front rows are back, so Endeavour mean business. Afu. Dummies. Ball comes free. Referee said it was okay. Douglas dummies. Standing in the tackle. Hard to pin down Douglas. Still those post-contact meters for Endeavour. Fraser. Underneath. He drops a Mossa. Fraser. Perryman. Cut-out pass. Penatani. The man you want with the ball in his hand right now. Noah Penatani. Held 10 metres out. Last tackle. He may have hurt himself here, Noah. He's had a great 10 minutes. Penatani. Two tries since half-time. Both the way of Endeavour Sports High School. If they can get one more, could really set up a win. But still a long time to play. Trainer giving the thumbs up. So they'll roll on. Fraser. Perryman. Harden Avery out the back. They've got numbers. Douglas finds Bento for the corner. Out, says the touchy. Couldn't complete it. So within an inch there, Endeavour putting some breathing space between themselves and Pats Blacktown. But the visitors survive. 16-10. What a cracking game we've got for you this afternoon. Schoolboy footy at its best. Peter Mulholland would be proud. Peru. And they win a penalty. Tuaoi takes the quick tap. They win a penalty again. And to the sin bin. Sin bin. Believe it's Stanley Trail, it is. Just repeated infringement. So, Endeavour down to 12. But can Pats Blacktown make the most of it? Tuaoi making a really good fist of this hooking role. They've got two great hookers to Patrician Brothers Blacktown. They've got Matt Arthur, who starts the game, and Tuaoi, who's the captain of the Penrith Panthers, Harold Matthews' side. Brettel. Nice ball for Faleono. Charging at Perryman, but he's got a few friends to help with the tackle. Tuiaoi. 6 again, says the referee. Danevsky. 5 metres out. He was held. Got to go back, says the referee. Now, Patrician Brothers Blacktown to get back on an even keel. Brettel. Strong charge from Papu. He's inside the 10. In line with the uprights. Tuaoi. Robertson. Tukaki. Within 5 of the line. Tuiao. Tupulua. Referee says knock on. Couldn't control it, so that won't count. Right idea. Execution just a little bit off. So both teams going within inches of scoring. 15 minutes gone in the second half. 15 minutes to play. Who's going to get the chocolates? Will it be Endeavour Sports High School or Patrician Brothers Blacktown? Let us know your thoughts on the Daily Telegraph live stream. It's been a cracking game so far. Endeavour with a 6-point lead. Douglas. Early ball from the scrum base. And a penalty. Breaking too early. It looks like the referee actually wants them to repack. So referee pulling that one back. This is one of the big games from Pool A. Westfield Sports High and Hill Sports High School. The other two teams in this pool. Seeing the standard of these two teams. They're headed to the quarterfinals. But plenty of time between them, looking to refresh. And by the time that comes, hopefully their attack will be humming. Stewart has got to surrender in the tackle. Fairfield Patrician Brothers with a big win yesterday over Farah. Erindale take on Illawarra. Holy Cross take on All Saints Maitland. 16-10. Fraser. Strong charge by Amosa. Heading towards halfway. Fraser out dummy half. Perryman. Now Penatani. Straight up the guts. Gets past one tackle. And now held on last play. Fraser. Not his best pass. Now try to snuff it out. It was last tackle. Didn't really need to happen there from Fasicilia. So we'll get a bonus set of 6. Endeavour Sports High. Both these teams played Harold Matthews finals in the Penrith Panthers and Cronulla Sharks. Noah Mears, the captain, the coach of the Penrith Panthers Harold Matthews team. Dave Howlett, the coach of the SG Ball Cronulla Sharks. Perryman first receiver. Now Gibson. And they win the one-on-one steal. Deliberate tactic, and they're doing it well. Tupalua came really, really close. Only moments ago, knocked on over the line. Is there one more twist in this tale? With just over 10 minutes remaining. At a dummy half, Chunanalavau. Strong charge from Marchong. Tell you what, if it isn't picked up by an NRL club, he should be very soon. He's had a great game. Brettel, the left foot, sends it to the sky. Winger and fullback. It's Stewart who takes it. Beats the first defender. Comes between the second. Chevy Stewart. Bento. Carts it up. Arden Emery. Razor, Arden Emery. Gibson again. Trying to toil out of her own end. Endeavour. Look quite likely when they get to the attacking half. Perryman. Short pass, line ball. Referee said okay. Amosa. Trying to back his way into enemy territory. Last tackle. They go the skinny short side. Perryman dribbles a kick in. Taken well. DeCourcy bouncing out of two tackles. Straight past Penatani. Pin in the ears back to DeCourcy. Coming across Douglas. He won't get to him. DeCourcy for the line. A 70-metre effort from the Pats Blacktown fullback. And what a way to get his team back in the game. Does it all on his own. Been relatively quiet this afternoon. But when the game's on the line, you want your big plays to step up. And that's exactly what he did. 16-14, kick to come. We're going to see if they can now draw level. Patrician Mothers Blacktown. Spoke to Patrician Mothers Blacktown manager Greg Beecroft yesterday. Told him to pin out some of his stars. And he chose Wilson Dekure. Wilson DeCourcy. Donevsky looking to add the extras. Strikes it nicely, but bends away. 16 plays 14. Endeavour over Patrician Brothers Blacktown. 10 minutes remaining. It was a cracker of a game last year, and we're getting just that this year. Wilson DeCourcy played halfback in last year's fixture. This year, he's got the number 1 on his back. Stewart putting on the tee. That wind wreaking a bit of havoc. Not the longest kickoff. Bending towards the sideline, but stays in. After points, what will their next set be? Here it comes for Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Machong. Driving. Those one-on-one steals really proving pivotal for Pats Blacktown. Faf Cecilia makes it to halfway. Arthur out of dummy half. Straight past the Marquez. 35 metres out. Tuoi. Brettel, early kick in behind. Not enough angle for his winger. So surrender possession. Stewart. He's the man. And now for Patrician Brothers Blacktown, they've got both starting hooker Matt Arthur and replacement hooker Jensen Tuoi on the field. So Tuoi playing in more of a lock forward type role. Charging out of a line, Marchong. And putting on a big hit. Leha advancing. 35 metres out from their own try line. Endeavour Sports High School. Drew Gibson. This very youthful squad. 6 players of 16 years of age. Perryman. Cut out pass. Penatani decides to hold it on last. Breaks through the tackle. Penatani coming to the fullback. Great legs tackle by DeCourcy. Well, he made a big attacking play about a minute ago, and now he made a big defensive play. The Pats Blacktown fullback. Referees called time off. But Noah Penatani has had a great second half. Three tries apiece. It's only a misconversion that separates us. 16 points to 14. The trainer just assessing. Penatani. Matt Arthur just having a word to the referee. We said already plenty of pedigree in this game. Matt Arthur, son of Brad Arthur. Noah Penatani, brother of Tiana Penatani. Cyrus Stanley Trail, nephew of Kyle and Chase Stanley. Judah Nullival, son of Joe Nullival. And they win the penalty. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Latu. Now short side, Faleono. Parramatta Eels, Harold Matt's player. So he's no stranger to the blue and gold. Nullival. Latu again. Wins his play the ball. Getting the markers out of play. This is where Matt Arthur does his work. Here he comes. Good shot on him from our full. Ball spills out. Offload. To Oi, he's knocked on. He's getting a little bit frustrated now. Pats Blacktown. They trail 16-14. You're on the Daily Telegraph live stream. I'm Tony Salerno. It's great to have your company for the final stages. Tell friends, tell family, tell everybody. Subscribe to the Daily Telegraph. And you'll get to see this last 5 minutes Will it be Endeavour Sports High School or will it be Patrician Brothers Blacktown? Perryman feeds a scrum. Stewart bouncing off tacklers, been one of the best for Endeavour Sports High. Gibson. Rapata Clements come off, so that's the end of his afternoon. Fraser. Here comes Afu. Always steaming into the defence. Leaves a marker on the ground. Fraser. Good strong collision there from Faleono. Last tackle. Harden Emery. Chip over the top, the bounce. Straight into the hands of Bento. He'll run away and may well run away with a victory for Endeavour Sports High School. Superb kick from Harden Emery and a dream bounce for Bento. Try time for Endeavour Sports High School. They lead 20 points to 14. Been trying to work that most of the afternoon. Harden Emery thought about a bomb, but just decided to dink it in behind, bounce in front of the winger and see what bounce he got. And he got just the one he wanted. Bento running away with the victory, seemingly. For Endeavour Sports High School, this shot at goal becomes very important. Hasn't had his best day with the boot, Chevy Stewart. Stewart taking his time. A referee blowing time off. Stewart topped it. And now it's going to bounce in front of the uprights. So score remains 20 points to 14. Odds on for the short kickoff here for Patrician Brothers Blacktown. Nope, they're going in between. Taken safely by Perryman. Back comes Afu. Leaving a couple behind. Quick play of the ball. There's a player there not well. It's Judah Nullival, who's on his haunches. He'll need some attention. Now charging out of a line. Cyrus Stanley Trail, the first try scorer for Endeavour Sports High School. They're over halfway. Fraser for dummy half. The hookers tackling each other. Tuiaoi the tackler. Harden Emery underneath Leha. Led the pack well this afternoon. Last tackle. Messy play of the ball. So Patrician Brothers Blacktown, they're going to have to hurry up. See if they can snag a draw. If they get a converted try. Refs called time off. Very chilly at ground level. They know the scenario here. Patrician Brothers Blacktown down by 6. Last minutes of the game. They would have all practiced that as young kids. What can they do about it this time? Robertson kicks over the top, sending Ma Chong on for a run. It's a sprint race. Bento gets there first. Great work from the Endeavour winger. Scored the last try and made an important play. Endeavour will want to wind this one down. Douglas, really good first half from the centre. Slow to get to his feet. Trying to wind that clock down a little bit more. Stanley Trail. He's held with the footy. Endeavour wouldn't want Pats Blacktown to get another use of the footy. Balls come out. Knock on. Well, they will get one more chance, will they? Time off. Here it is, the Hail Mary play. 30-metre scrum. They're in striking distance if they're good enough. Patrician Brothers Blacktown. They trail 20 points to 14. Can they snag a draw? It all starts here. There's the siren. Kick in behind from Bretzel. Not enough angle for his player. Stewart runs it out. Over the dead ball line. That's all she wrote. Endeavour Sports High School win today. At full time, it has finished Endeavour Sports High School 20, who have defeated Patrician Brothers Blacktown 14. What a game of schoolboy football. That's why we love it. The Peter Mulholland Cup round 1. And it is Endeavour who get a big victory. A youthful squad